Okay. Luke, do you believe in a God? And if yes, who or what?
Yes, I do. I believe in the God of the Bible, um, the triune God, so Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, and believe in the God that created the world. And with that triune God, it's three in one. So they're three equal. They're equal in importance and different in function, I would say, and that's what I believe. Um, yeah.
How do you determine right from wrong?
Um, right from wrong, kind of the moral code. My basis for that is that comes from the Bible. The teachings from that says specifically from the Bible, the law, the Ten Commandments, that sort of thing, but also from just the teaching throughout the Bible of teachings of Jesus and any other biblical teachings like the greatest commandment to love God above all and your neighbor as yourself. Kind of that idea encapsulates what the law is to love others and love God first and foremost.
What do you think is the biggest ethical or moral dilemma of the day?
I think one of the biggest issues and moral dilemmas of today is relations between people, between races, religions, just people who are different from you. Um, we've seen a lot of, race riots and a lot of, quote unquote race hate crimes, kind of, sort of, and like Ferguson, Missouri, that sort of thing. All this stuff that's happened due to differences, claimed to be because of differences in skin color or whether it be religion or not, whatnot. And I think our country needs to think the idea of loving your neighbor no matter what is, regardless of their skin color, religion, or whatnot, that you respect and show appropriate tolerance for them if they're different than you, and through that show Christ's love, because Christ was very he showed love to the poor and the widows, and kind of that idea of showing Christ's love to the world as a Christian. And
Um, are you aware of embryonic stem cell research? And if you are, then how do you feel about that?
I am. I think it's a really touchy subject because um, uh, just recently, and kind of in our government, it's new laws and stuff have been passed to like make it okay and that sort of thing. And kind of the idea behind it is that the stem cells that they can be created from the embryos that are already made. I think that's an issue because the embryos, if they are in fact the embryos that they've been created from after fertilization, then that is technically a human being. And I think because stem cells are able to be gathered from other sources such as the kneecaps and various other locations, I think that that needs to be, we need to be really careful about that and make sure that we're not destroying life to do this research. And I think that if we can obtain these stem cells from other locations other than these embryos, then we ought to do that because the embryos are created life, and that's a human being. That is a human being from conception, and no matter how small it is, if science and stats prove that to be true. So I think even at the smallest level, if like an embryo, that's a human being, and we need to really make sure we're aware of stuff that's going on with this research and decide for ourselves whether that's right or wrong.